Hi, I am Jo from Epsom and Ewell Refugee Network, and I just want to talk today about the issues around refugees renting properties in the UK. So, we're getting approached by a lot of, particularly Ukrainians at the moment, who have come to the country and now have work and are keen to find a property of their own. Sadly, it's not easy. We are in a very buoyant rental market at the moment, so landlords could let their properties 10 times over. So they're going to be quite selective about who they rent to. I think for a lot of landlords, they would wonder how could a refugee pay the rent, and they would have concerns about that. We are always reaching out to try and speak to landlords to explain to them how things can work and what a great thing it can be to rent your property to a refugee family. My husband and I rent to a Syrian family and we get our rent paid. They look after the place beautifully. They've been there for over 3 years, so no void periods. And yeah, we're helping a family rebuild their lives who have fled a war zone. So if anyone knows of a landlord who just wants to speak to somebody, very happy for myself or other landlords that we know who could explain what a great thing it is to do. So, first of all, is affordability. So, if you are supporting a family who are thinking of renting, my suggestion would be that they go to the benefits calculator called Turn to Us, TURN, number two, and then US, Turn to Us. And there is a benefits calculator on there. So they can put in all their details about the family, they can put details about any income that's coming in, and they can put in the cost of a rental property they're considering. And when they submit that at the end, it will give them an idea of what sort of support they might get through benefits, if any. Um, Sadly, there is a thing called the benefit cap that may be applied. So you might qualify for certain things, but then they say, no, that's too much. So they take some away. So affordability is really important. The family needs to consider that first. Then most rental properties will be let through a letting agent. A letting agent's job is to find a tenant that's going to be reliable. They will be looking for tenants who are largely, sadly, in work. Most landlords will not consider tenants on benefits. And they will need to do checks on the tenant to make sure that they are trustworthy. And one of those checks will be a credit check. So sadly, if you're a refugee and you're new to the country, you won't have a credit rating. So that's a real challenge. Um, the only other way round there is if the tenants had a guarantor who would guarantee the rent for them, but that's probably going to be unlikely. We are reaching out to local councils, and if you're a host, then please do the same to see what support they can offer. There are some rent deposit schemes that are available through some of the councils, and some bond schemes as well, where they may offer some sort of guarantee. So reach out to the local council and see if they can offer any guidance at all on that. If you are supporting a family who are looking at a property, I would really recommend you contact the agent and speak to them directly. Give them chance to understand that this family can afford the rent, that they are good people, that you know them, and just see if you can persuade them to try and speak to the landlord on the family's behalf. As I say, we are reaching out to landlords. If you know of any landlords, please ask them to contact us. Even if the property's let at the moment, we'd love to speak to them about what could happen when that property becomes vacant and how, I say, they may be able to help a family who are in dire straits. It's not going to be easy. We're obviously going to have more and more families looking to rent. We are going to be feeding back any information that we get. We can help as a charity with furnishings if a property is secured. And obviously, we have families now with children in school, so they want to stay in the areas where they're in school and where they may be working. So keep in touch with us. Contact us, please, if you have any specific questions. But yeah, just best of luck to everybody really who's trying to help their families move forward.